Hey, good morning, guys. How's everybody doing this morning? And things are looking a little quiet this morning. Doubt if they're going to stay that way. I don't feel the excitement in the air that I felt yesterday or that I felt in the last couple of days. Let's see, we do have one stock that we're looking at on earnings that reported this morning. And there are several that report after the market closes today that might be interesting. We're going to be taking a look at those this evening, see if they hit. I'm pretty sure a couple of them will hit our scanner. We've got PLAY, CHWY, but PLAY has lost a lot of its price. So it used to be a pretty decent stock, $20, $30 stock, but man, we almost got up to $50 before this thing came crashing down. But this is one of those stocks that's really heavily affected by a lot of what's going on. And that is terrible. Excuse me. But this morning, we see this morning this is catching. It's going to take a minute. And everything's starting to sell off right now. The market, everything's starting to sell. You could see how this thing has been beat down. We bounced to the 20, just like the market. Let's take a look at the SPY. Jobless claims came out today. I thought it came out on Friday. But even then, it's not going to give you the full picture because the number cuts off like in the middle of the month, around the 14th or the 15th of March. That's when they stop counting. So It's not very good. Not very good at all. See, I told you we weren't going to be quiet for long. That was just the calm before the storm. Just the calm before the storm. So you can see we hit the 20 on this bounce. We hit the 20. Came in some yesterday. Looks like we may be coming on back down. I don't know why I thought the jobless claims came out on Friday. That's what my calendar has on. I don't know if I wrote it on the calendar wrong or what. But I was a day off. So WBA reported earnings this morning. Walgreens. This one is the only one on earnings, so definitely it'll be on my watch. Does have a little bit higher float. Just a tad over the 500 million that our cutoff is. The stock does have a pretty decent ATR, so definitely going to keep it on watch today. And I see my Thinkorswim is extra slow today. But I'm streaming, so this computer is going to be really slow. I'm going to have to rely on my laptop here. So bear with me, this is going to be a little bit slower than normal. See what we got here. So we've got a nice little window here. That we're working with. right. So we're definitely going to keep this one on watch. All right, WBA. So we're going to have still have our normal list here. BA. And I'm waiting on it to see if it's going to continue to hold this 128 level. If it does, this 128 level, if it holds this and it bounces, I'm going to add to that little swing position I've got. If it fails, comes back, I'll stop it out at break even. And then, we'll remount this on the next bounce. I got a little greedy on it, wanting to take a little bit too much, but got some good profit locked in already, so I'm not worried about that. We're playing with the house's money anyway. But we're going to have it on watch today. So our normal victims, WBA, BA. I'm not sure. ZM is not really showing me anything this morning, so I'm not going to put it on watch. But BA, Roku, we'll definitely have that one on, so we know what we're looking at. On BA, oh, I need to change the price on this. We're just coming down. 170.16. We lost 6 points on the 20 yesterday. 7 points. Alright, so let's look at Roku real quick. Alright, don't need that. That was the opening range low from the other day. Don't need that one. All right, so we're in this window. The next level down is around here, 78.86. So we're in a pretty nice window. Let me take this one off. Gotta take this one off too. All right. So we do have a nice window on Roku here if it sets up. Let me see if there's anything else we want to see. Like I said, ZM, I'm not really interested in it. Nothing else on this scan I'm really interested in. mRNA may be volatile today. It's the price action's kind of been slowing down on it. You could take a look at this. Let's get the so you can see this thing has been pretty much setting up for a bounce here. And it tried bouncing today. I don't need this. This is a previous 52-week high. Don't need that one. See, we've got a pivot here, the daily level there. So I'll mark this one. I think this was just a spike, so I'm not gonna mark the top of this candle. But you can see this level lines up with the body of this candle, so that's acceptable. 27.39 is going to be the 20. We're going to mark that. So we can put this one on watch too. This will be our fourth one. mRNA. get this chart up. Alright, so let's lock this in. Now, something may pop up later on, but you may get a secondary trade on it. But it's important I get it locked in by 9 o'clock so I can watch kind of how things unfold on these 4 stocks I have on watch. Since I have Roku on watch, I've got an extra monitor. So ZM is still going to be on there, but I'm not looking to actively trade it today. It didn't really trade well yesterday. I don't expect it to trade well again today. So that's what we'll be looking at. Yeah, let me cut Benzinga Charlie back on. See what he's talking about. And I tell you, it won't be long before, what we're dealing with in a lot of these stay-at-home orders that we have across this country, really across the world. It won't be long before they start taking its toll. These first couple of weeks, in some cases, it's really been fun. Parents have been able to spend a lot of extra time with their kids. A lot of adjustments had to be made, so it made it really, really interesting. But, after a while, it's people are going to get restless. Yeah, just like what you're saying about the citizens in Italy. People are going to get restless because we're used to packing up and going. Like us, on the
U.S. crude oil
weekends.
exports reached 3.708 million
Uh,
barrels per day in February versus 3.25 million in January. That from the U.S. Census figures.
yeah, like for us, every weekend we were going somewhere. I mean, that's just my thing. I'm not big on like exotic vacations and all that stuff. Yeah, maybe once a year. Once a year we'll go somewhere, really, really nice. But
AMZN, Amazon says it will roll out masks and temperature checks for U.S. and European staff by next week. AMZN.
but I really enjoy the little weekend things. A lot of places we can just get to on the weekend. Because, like, we are an hour and a half from the mountains. We're an hour and a half from the coast when we're here in Colombia.
BSET, Bassett Furniture reporting 12 cents. Bravo San Diego Tango, BSET reporting 12 cents. ADPT and Amgen and Adaptive Biotechnologies announced strategic partnership to developing a therapeutic to prevent or treat COVID-19. That's AMGN and ADPT. AMPE, Alpha Michael Papa Echo, Ampio Pharmaceuticals application to the FDA for a clinical study of Ampion to treat COVID-19 induced respiratory distress syndrome featured in Fox News video. That's Alpha Michael Papa Echo, AMPA. AMPE shares are popping here under $1 stock, Alpha Michael Papa Echo.
Yep, everything. I wish we were quarantined at the beach. That's the only difference. Because having private
BNGO, Bionano announcing pricing of $18 million offering, 54.546 million shares, and plus warrants at 33 cents. That's BNGO. Shares dropping to 28 cents. Bravo November Golf Oscar.
So then they're not they're not closing the private entrances to the beach. So if you have private entrance to the beach, you're good to go. Or to the lake if you lived on the lake. But I'm glad that hopefully the heat will be coming, and it'll slow down a lot of the cases that we're getting here. We had another little cold snap the last couple of days.
DCEO, Vericel withdraws its 2020 financial guidance. Victor Charlie Echo Lima. RCKT, Rocket Pharmaceuticals, says continue to believe company will achieve 2020 milestones.
Let's see, where's my... Gotta find my... Where did my screen go? Trying to log in, my screen disappeared. Okay. Oh, there it is. Now I'm kind of surprised at CarMax. I thought KMX was going to get some more volume. I'm surprised. Yeah, I'll be happy just to have the sunlight, the bright sunlight. We'll be happy to have that. I'm watching mRNA because it's on my scanner. So it had a gap and it has volume, which means it's in play. Daily chart looked good too. What killed it was that news coming out. The jobs report killed pretty much everything. So we have to wait and see if it's going to recover. But it was a nice bullish setup going. And you can see we were opening to a gap up until that news hit. So it's on my watch. God dog it. So really disappointed that we're not getting any volume on this. Really disappointed we're not getting any volume on this. Conference call, when did it start? 9 o'clock. Yep, conference call started at 9. And again, this one was gapped up. But jobless claims means nobody's buying cars right now. So I love CarMax's business model.
WBA, Walgreens, CFO says delivered same-store sales growth in U.S. retail of 26% in the first 21 days of March, but trends turned negative in the last week. That's WBA.
So WBA just cracked 52-week low. So we were 4 points to the good when we first started looking at it. Not Roku, you ass. We were 4 points to the good. Now we just lost the 52-week low. Everything, thanks to that news coming out, it pretty much killed any trades we might have at the open. Unfortunately, it killed everything.
EAT, Brinker International, withdrawing its financial guidance for FY 2020 Echo Alpha Tango.
Jeez.
Suspended cash dividend and share repurchase activity. That's Echo Alpha Tango, Brinker International. Company withdrawing its guidance, suspending its dividend and share buybacks, EAT.
Yeah, the market just killed the open for me. They just killed the open for me. Thank you, Mr. Market. And ZM just woke up. Nah, I'm not looking to switch time frames. I mean, the 5 minute would have worked for me every day this week had I taken it. So it's not really the time frame. Man, this stinks. We had this morning we had some good potential, but ooh. They should have waited till like 9:45 and then dumped the news. We've been good to go. Good morning, Mike. Yep, it's time to meditate now. Time to meditate.
Russia's Novak says does not see oil output increasing. In other countries, it's difficult to sell oil. Says global oil demand falling by 10 to 15 million barrels per day. Says OPEC deal would not be effective today. Says expects demand for oil products in Russia to fall by 40% in 2 weeks.
I wish I could stockpile gas.
Novak says global oil demand may fall by 20 million barrels per day in the next few weeks. Russia's Novak says oil oversupply remains.
So today, it may take some extraordinary patience. Because the first feeling we're going to get is to chase this market out of the open. That's the first feeling we're going to get.
Novak says it's wrong for Russia to raise oil production now. Letter F, Ford reports total Q1 U.S. sales of 516,330 vehicles, down 12.5%. That's letter F, Ford. Again, Ford Q1 total sales in the U.S. down 12.5%, letter F.
Just wait.
S&P futures dropping to the lows, just off the lows now, 2428.75. Dow futures down 202. NASDAQ down 41.50. Crude is up $1.65 at 21.97. Gold up $29.30 at 1620.70. APA Apache says announcing significant oil discovery offshore Suriname. Says third and fourth exploration well locations in Block 58 have been identified. That's APA Apache. Russia's Novak says the current oil price is not satisfying for anyone.
The last couple of days for me, trading has sucked. Why is my platform frozen?
Novak says Russia is ready to survive through a period of low oil prices.
The hell is wrong with this thing? Really? You are funny. Yeah, well, the ORB is a momentum strategy, so some people just aren't cut out to trade momentum. Even though it's not as quick as some of the other momentum strategies, it is a momentum strategy. So if you're not, if it doesn't fit you, if it doesn't fit who you are as a trader, then you definitely don't need to trade it. Now, that's why I always say trading is like an art form. It's going to look different to everybody. Let's see if I can get my Of course, it was going to leave one piece of the puzzle off today. Of course. Alright, so we got that we're looking at mRNA. 30 is a daily level on it. 30, 3169. That's going to be just off the screen here. 3169 and 2895. That was going to be just off the screen. And what's the next victim? WBA. Would have been a really, really, really nice trade. Thank you for releasing the news early. Okay, this was the 52-week low. At 40.52. Roku doesn't have any levels anywhere near it, so don't have to mark anything on it. So it's time to meditate. And get this party started. It could be. We'll see. You know, after the market opens, we'll see what it does. The issue, the thing is, it followed everything in the market when that jobs report came out. Plus, it was right in the middle of the conference call, so you don't know whether that had anything to do with it. It's too many variables. To say it just strictly followed the SPY. Yeah, there you go. Thank you for that info. I wasn't listening to the call, but that explains it. You know, it wasn't really following the market. It had its own. It's got its own issues.
Letter F, Ford says, believes that post-crisis some level of government stimulus to help customers and industry recover would be appropriate. That's from the head of U.S. sales. Letter F.
All right. Good morning, Vince. Now, what makes this market tough is...
Russia's Novak says one of the options is to return to talks with Saudi Arabia.
What makes this market tough is the volatility. I mean, you see these huge moves, but it seems like it only does it once a day. And then you start trying to chase it, and it's not volatile anymore. It's volatile, but it's trading in a range. So it just chops you out.
APRP, Select Biotech share is popping to the highs, $2.50. Alpha Papa Oscar Papa.
So for 2 days in a row, if I had just waited until like 10:30 to start trading, would have made a ton of money. You know, we could have caught that 10-point drop on BA yesterday.
Novak says Russian oil is very competitive.
I mean, you had RCL sell off the rest of the day. A lot of these stocks just sold off after 10:30.
Luckin Coffee, LK shares back over $5. Lima Kilo.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll wait till 10:30. You know, it just depends. My problem is I waited and then trade to open, but then I turned around and tried to jump in between the open and 10:30. And it's just not working. You know, that's why I had to go sit on the bench and kind of sit back and observe and watch the flow of the game. Because if you're not in rhythm with the game, even if you're a professional football player, basketball player, any athlete. I mean, even if you play tennis. I mean, I remember I played tennis in high school and college, and it, if you weren't, for some reason, if you could never get in the flow of the game, your opponent, their job is to keep you from getting any rhythm, any flow. And
Novak says
I remember
price for Belarus will be
the opponents I had trouble with
duty.
that just murdered me were the ones that could keep me off balance. And like in tennis, you couldn't sit back and you couldn't go on the bench and watch the game. You had to keep playing and then watch the film later. Basically what it was. Yeah, I got taught into learning to play tennis in high school. My high school, there weren't a lot of people playing tennis. There might have been 2 or 3. So he went out recruiting from other sports. And I had played tennis before, and I would go to summer camp.
ISM New York business conditions for March.
All right. So we see some bouncing here. The first, right here at the open.
APOP, Alpha Papa, Oscar Papa, share is halted on a circuit breaker. APOP. On Select Biotech up 105% APOP on that China patent.
I blame tennis for messing up my knees and keeping me from being able to play basketball.
78% on that mention of misconduct by the COO and other employees at Luckin Coffee LK. PAVM, PavMed subsidiary, Lucid Diagnostics, EsoCheck esophageal cell collection device receives prestigious Edison Best New Product Award. LK, Luckin Coffee shares.
Yeah, he's probably a little.
Circuit breaker. LK is halted on a circuit breaker.
He didn't have enough coffee this morning.
After getting that.
He might still be hungover from last night. Yeah, I'm having to ration my moonshine out. We went to Gatlinburg in February. And so I got my little shipment. I thought we'd be getting back there in April so that we could load up some more, but looks like that's not going to happen. So we got to spread it out a little bit.
The oil market is under pressure from both shrinking demand and growing supply. Says oil demand to fall by several million barrels per day in 2020 versus 2019.
Yeah, we love Gatlinburg. That's one of the spots, we could go to on the weekend. Asheville, Gatlinburg, We can just hop in the car. We're a couple hours away. You talking about Chris's? Yeah, we went to the new seafood restaurant this time. Yeah, Jeff Christian. Yeah, we went to the new seafood restaurant this last time. It was awesome. All right, so we got working on the first 5 minutes here. And I am not sure about where this market's going. So we got to sit on our hands. Got to sit on our hands. WBA obviously is my first choice because it is on earnings.
CarMax is halted on a circuit breaker, Kilo Michael X-ray.
Oh, wow. What did it do? And that sucker didn't have volume at the open.
APOP shares resumed trading. Alpha Papa Oscar Papa continued to spike here at a high of 330. Now pulling back a little bit on APOP.
Damn it, man.
WDFC fraud report by Spruce Point says major downside. Whiskey Delta Foxtrot Charlie. WDFC. PD40 shares dropping here at 183.95. Again, that short report out from Spruce Point on WDFC.
I wasn't ready.
LK Luckin Coffee shares still halted. Looks like a 10-minute halt on LK after getting a bounce up to 562. Hit a low of 374 in the pre-market LK. Letter R, Ryder. Ryder Systems have seen supply chains solution volumes. Says shutdowns in the automotive industry could have a material negative impact on companies' SCS revenues and earnings.
CM.
Charlie Gasparino tweeting now. Here's something that has shown some decent results in ICUs. Coronavirus cocktail, mixture of Plaquenil, high levels of vitamin C and zinc.
Wow, man. mRNA. I'm just not 100% sold on mRNA right now.
AMRN, AMRN. Shares spiking to the high, $5.75. Alpha Micro near November.
See,
On hedge volume, AMRN, Amrin.
just gotta be patient on this. Just be patient. Let the market work itself out. So just can't buy it down here. Swear to fucking
LK Luckin Coffee shares open now, 586 on LK. Continuing to rebound here on Luckin Coffee, LK. Coming up, ISM New York business conditions for March. LK halted again. $6.68, another circuit breaker.
HSBC. HSBC.
WBA, Walgreens executive says medicine seemed to be in good supply. Paracetamol.
All right. We're almost working on BA, but it's on freaking short sale restriction.
Business conditions 12.9
I can't do nothing. Platform's frozen.
versus 51.9 in February.
Platform is
12.9% on
freaking
ISM
frozen.
business conditions, 51.9%
Oh my God.
the previous reading.
The volatility is so bad, my platform is like frozen. It's stuck.
ZM.
I mean, what the heck's going on here, man? Oh man, this makes me so sick. This is what I wanted. Gonna have to wait and see if it comes back, but it. The hell is wrong with this? And none of my family is awake right now, so they're not on. They're not on the internet, so I don't know what the heck's going on. Oh, Ed. You were right there, but I don't know. It could be anything at this point. I have no idea. I know I got an email saying that the speeds were that they were slowing down our internet speed. I can't even get an order to go out. Hold on a second here.
Goldman Sachs CEO said, David Solomon says, no question the U.S. coronavirus response was late. Says his employees' jobs are safe during the crisis. That's GS Goldman Sachs.
And it's rejecting. Really? I just put this out there. I don't know if it's gonna bounce
Coming up
back
at
and take
10
it or
a.m.
what. I
factory
don't know.
orders for February
We got a partial fill.
plus 0.2% expected.
Now it's fully filled. I'm kind of trying to figure out what this thing is doing. I may have to stop. I may have to stop trading, or just put Thinkorswim on my other computer altogether. I think that might be what I got to do. But I don't even know. I'm in a little bit later than what I want to be in.
HSBC.
And I'm kind of nervous because I may not be able to get out with the way this thing is going. So if it does rip against me,
at the highs of the
I may not be able to get out.
of the day. Lima Kilo. Treasury Secretary Mnuchin says health call with big bank CEOs Wednesday to discuss economy and participation in SBA NBC.
Yeah, I can't deal with this. I can't trade like this. This is pathetic. This is the first day it's been this way. I'm taking this out. I can't. I just can't trade right now. I'm not losing connection. It's just slow. It's lagging. That's kind of what the issue is. It's just lagging right now. So I need to wait.
VIVO, Meridian Bioscience shares hitting a high of 925, up 18% now. Victor India, Victor Oscar. Company announcing better than expected preliminary Q2 results. VIVO Vivo, that was earlier this morning, hitting a high of $9.26, up 18%.
Let's wait. I hate to say it, gotta wait till after the market after the market settles. There must be some massive volume going through today.
APT, Alpha Protec, sweep in the April 9 $20 call on APT, Alpha Protec.
Yeah, once it breaks, yeah, it just broke the opening range low. Yeah, everything is just. Need to switch over to another computer here.
SPCE, Virgin Galactic, sweep in the weekly $13 call, and the Papa Charlie Echo, SPCE.
Let me see if it's gonna lag on this computer here. I'll log in the IB here. Let's see what we can do with this. Are you
Some
using
volume in Tilray, Tango Lima Romeo Yankee.
the
Shares
are you
moving
using
higher,
the
648.
simulator? Cause like the simulator is on another. Oh, okay. So yeah, yours is doing the same thing. The simulators are on a different server. They did split the servers up.
CLVS Clovis, popping here $6. Charlie Lima Victor Sandy. Russia's Putin says self-isolation measures help to slow the spread of the coronavirus.
Yeah, on BA, I just couldn't. The charts were lagging so bad.
Okay,
I just couldn't see whether what this thing was doing.
Kilo, Luckin Coffee, 934 now.
but it nailed me but good.
Sharply higher at 963. Looks like halted again on a circuit breaker at 963.
So I'm out to wait like every day this week. If the opening didn't work out, like ZM,
on a circuit breaker,
beautiful opening range breakdown. Perfect. We didn't have that one on watch today.
Coming up, factory orders for February plus 0.2% expected. CUB put out, that's Charlie Uniform Bravo. Factory orders 0. Factory orders for February 0 versus the plus 2.2% estimate. %. Factory orders ex transportation minus 0.9%.
So let's hold off on it.
CUB, cubic, on that short report, shares dropping to Charlie Uniform Bravo. Now off the lows at 37.66. CUB shares down 10. Coming up at 10:30, natural gas storage, a draw of 24 BCF. Says aims to resume operations at 3 Italian sites immediately after the coronavirus lockdown ends. That according to the auto union in Italy. That's FCAU.
Ba ba ba. Looks like everything's kind of settled back in now. kind of settle down. Let's see what we're going to get.
CODX, Co-Diagnostic shares moving here, $8.05. Charlie Oscar Delta X-ray, CODX. LK, Luckin Coffee shares open again after multiple halts, now at $9.16 off the high, down 65% for the day.
No, this doesn't happen often.
FB, Facebook, Foxtrot Bravo says launching new messenger.
I think we just had a ton
desktop
of volatility
app
this
for
morning.
group video calls and chats. That's FB, Facebook.
But no, it doesn't really happen often. Thinkorswim typically freezes more than anything else.
LK, Luckin Coffee shares halted again.
Yeah, but I think we're going to have these issues more. It's going to be more common. Because we are, with everybody working from home, you're going to have more and more people working from home.
Popping here.
It's just going to put
62 cents up,
stress on this
now.
infrastructure like it has never seen before.
AG.
God forbid it crashes. So, in my issue, now I switched over. I'm logged into IB, which is powered by DOS. And I'm on my laptop, and there's no delay, nothing. No issues.
Kyoto News Agency in Japan says Japan considering investing 100 billion yen in large.
So it's got to be that I'm streaming, like I'm streaming on YouTube, and I'm streaming in the chat room. I've got Thinkorswim up with like 4 monitors of charts. And this computer is powerful, but if the internet's not right, we're going to have some issues, and that's kind of what I'm dealing with right now. Yeah, probably. But I only do this once a month, so. But we're good right now. Wow. I don't understand how that happened. So I'm gonna just wait, let this market give me what it needs to give me. Then I'll be able to do my thing.
LK Luckin Coffee resumes again and is halted again at 788. Continuing to pull back from the $7.88, halted again on a circuit breaker. Sciences popping here at $4.46, and the Alpha Victor Alpha.
Oh, glad you liked it. We'll dig into earnings next week. We'll talk about not just the earnings trades, but we'll talk about what we're looking for on earnings when we're trading the open and all that stuff. So we'll cover it all. Breaks 40 is down. Yeah, it's recorded. It's under
Cody.
the webinars.
Volume, Alpha Charlie Oscar Romeo hitting 95 cents. ACOR.
You know, it's bad. I don't even remember. I can't even remember the I'll show you here in a second.
Letter M, Macy's shares going here. Letter M, Macy's. 69
So
cents.
if you
on
go
letter
to
M.
Go to member videos, and it's under education webinars. So you click on videos, and it's going to be the first one. What I did, I've got it in reverse chronological order. So the newest ones are going to be first. So this is actually something we did a year ago. And this is kind of the updated one we did last night.
BBBY, Bed Bath Bravo Yankee, Bed Bath and Beyond.
Oh yeah, they put. Yeah, they got all of them on YouTube now.
They don't have any of the. They don't really have which content in this tournament because it's hard to get those.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the perfect time. You know, a lot of people are home. They may be working from home, or they may be like furloughed for a little bit. Perfect time to just sit back and learn and take it all in. WA is a dog with fleas. It's just trading sideways on the opening range low. There's nothing that's tradable right now from my watch. This is what happens every day. So maybe after 10:30, 11 o'clock, these things will start putting in whatever trend they're going to be doing. But see, it's just hanging around here. It's building off of the opening range high. Even though the 9 is coming in, this thing is just determined to push up. It's trading like it's on short sale restriction. And when the stock trades like that, it's garbage. So I don't mess with it. Not worth it. Yeah, KMX didn't have volume at open, but it halted. So it did make a huge move. It did halt. So everything for me, everything that's on my watch at this point.
CHF Solutions getting a pop here on volume. The spike in volume, low price stock. Charlie Hotel Foxtrot Sandy, CHFS.
Everything on my watch is in no man's land. And this is the most difficult part of trading, especially in this environment right now. This market environment. You're sitting here and you're trying to be patient and wait for your setups. And after a while, it's like
Macy's continue to pop.
You just ready to go. You're ready to trade. And you don't wait for the setup, and you just jump in. Jesus, man, this thing sucks. I can't even get my crosshair to come up on Thinkorswim. It should be getting better. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. You see, but it's gearing up to pop. It's gearing up to pop the 9 here. All it's doing is gearing up. You see, it's making higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. It's not making so much higher highs, but you're gearing up. And it's getting ready to pop the 9 here. All right, you're welcome. I wish it was more. We had more action, but the action was pre-market. When the market opened, it went to pot.
WUBA58.com announcing receipt of preliminary non-binding proposal to acquire the company. That's Whiskey Uniform Bravo Alpha, WUBA. Company received a letter dated April 2nd from Ocean Lake Partners to acquire the shares for $27.50 $1.50 per share in cash or $55 per ADS. That's WUBA. Whiskey Uniform Bravo Alpha. Shares of 58.com currently at 46.70. And shares were halted at 9:28 a.m. ahead of that news on WUBA.
I don't know what to do about this stupid thing. Yep, now wish we had some more. I anticipated the day being pretty wild, but it all happened pre-market, which sucks. All right, hold on, guys. I'm gonna have to kill Thinkorswim. It's just not working today. It's gonna have to kill it for a while. I'm gonna kill it dead. I just sent it packing. I've got it up on my other computer, so I'm good with it over there. Yeah, I may have to start reeling in that pre-market stuff. Let's see, I need to put my other charts over here. BA. I'm not swing trading right now anyway, so I don't need this for swing. Uh-oh, time for the dogs. Y'all get ready for the dog stampede. Come on, y'all. Come here, girl. Right here, right here. Let's go. But they didn't make a whole lot of noise this time. That was good. Yeah, it was kind of bad before, but then once they went to their free commissions and people went crazy trading, it was all over from there. I don't like the way Roku's trading today, so I don't have it on my watch. But when I have it, I have Thinkorswim on my laptop. I have no issues with it. I think the only issue is I'm doing a lot of things with this one computer. So that's what the issue is. See, look at remember when I told you about WBA? It's gearing up to blow past that 9. Watch it. Watch what it does. I mean, it's clear. You had a little pullback when it hit the 9. It's getting ready to beat the crap out of it right now. It's getting ready to eat its lunch. See, and this stock is trading like it's on short sale restriction. What made me think what? Look at the trend line I just drew. That's what I was showing you. You look at the price action. As long as this trend is staying in place, it's not coming down. It's going to be going up. And anytime you get a stock that's not on SSR, that's trading like it's on SSR, you got problems. If you're short, you better get out. You don't know what can happen. This thing can pop. It can blow off the top. You can have your little stop set, but it'll probably eat that up too. You have some killer slippage. Now 40.18, that's the high of this candle. Once this breaks 40.18, the trend, it's just confirming that the trend is going to be up. There it goes. You're going to be in an uptrend. Put a fork in it, it's done. So you don't want to
Gush.
Plus, I wouldn't doubt if it goes back and reclaims. It goes back and reclaims the 52-week low and everything. Never ready.
XRX.
Never ready.
ERX. XLE. Gush.
I don't know why the dogs are going crazy today. Not sure why they're acting crazy. Oh my fucking God.
XRX. I don't fucking believe this shit. XOP.
Yeah, now we ran into the 20. It got stuffed at the 20.
ERX.
And it's trying to
XLE.
get back over the 52-week high. But this stock doesn't have anything in it. I mean, it's garbage. Maybe it'll get over there and do some damage. Who knows?
XRX. SCO. XOP. SCX, SCO, SCO, SCO,
I just don't have any. You need a little bit of luck. And with my stuff crapping out on me, it's just hard to trade.
SCX,
So the only way I'm gonna jump in BA, like I couldn't buy it in through here. I'm not gonna buy it into those moving averages. So I'm gonna wait for it to come back, and then let it give me. Then I can let it give me something. Yeah, ZM looks good. It's breaking out, but again, I need a pullback on it. I don't have all my charts in front of my face, so it's making it more difficult. To catch it. But there's a trend continuation going, but it's got the same issue. There's no way I'm buying it into resistance. I'm just not going to do it. Even though it's just pushing through it like it's nothing, I'm not going to get into that habit. And so that's why with BA, I have to wait. And I need to see it establish. I need to see it established over the 200. Worst case scenario, I just believe it's not even related to the next level. Yeah, there's really no volatility in this market. I mean, no follow through
XOP,
until later in the day. And then we may have something. So I'll jump on VA on this pullback if it bounces. But you got to zoom out. Look at the big picture. Look at the big picture here. And this was kind of a perfect setup for all-day hold. But this is why I'm not messing with them right now. We still would have made profit on this. We would have locked in some profit on an all-day hold before this bounce even happened. You know, perfect entry right here at 8 o'clock. And we had this huge sell-off. So before the market even opened, we would have taken profit on it. But I'm just having to be patient right now. Let's see if BA holds up here. And check out, and you see what I mean about WBA? It's just nothing. There's nothing there. You waste all your mental energy and everything for 2 cents. It's just not gonna happen. So I'm gonna wait. Wait for BM. Or BA. Not BM. That was a dog with fleas. Seeing that one packing. Man, I took my eyes off of mRNA and look at what it did. Oh man. I took my eyes off of it. Oh man. But doesn't look like that's going anywhere either. No, it's not really any way to tell. You could just kind of watch the price action on WBA. Yeah, perfect. If you got in BA up here between 133 and 134, why wouldn't you take profit around 130, 129? Here's a level right here. This would have been the first target right in here. So we would have hit that pre-market. Let me go back and look at. Yeah, BA is coming back in. I can't. You just don't know what this market did today. You just don't know. You just don't know. All right, so here's the 5-minute opening range high. You could buy it, but it's too close. For me, it would have been too close. I'd have had to wait for the break of the opening range high. I'm not going to buy into it. Because as we've seen in the past, it can cause issues. It can be a level of resistance or support all day long. Experts believe nearly 1 in 3 infected patients are getting negative test results. Why? I mean, I don't know. These smart people just need to try and get it figured out. Yeah, after 10 o'clock, you want to see it close. I mean, I probably would have bought this on the break. But waiting for it to close, you're still too far out of the game. Because of how far this thing has gone up.
SCO. SCO.
And this has been a terrible morning. Yeah. That's why I didn't take it. I mean, look at it. Look at the candlestick. It never did break. It did break it here. But look at this. I mean, this is just grinding up. It's gearing up to break through the moving averages. Just like a stock on SSR does. Just like a stock on SSR. Because you could... Like, you shouldn't really need that. But this is where it broke the opening range low. And then you could see the grinding. I marked the uptrend right there for you. You could see the grinding that was happening. I mean, I didn't have to draw this line, but just you guys know, whenever you've got a flat line across the top and you've got to stop making higher lows and it's starting to grind up, what we call like an ascending triangle, it's gonna pop. It's gonna gear up. 9 times out of 10, or 8 times out of 10, it's going to pop. My cursor is never gonna work. There is something wrong with it. But I don't like using the crosshair, so I'm not gonna use it. I'll just remember until I can figure out why it's not showing up for y'all. It's showing up on the YouTube feed. It shows up on the video. I mean, I don't know. I just remember to make my lines. What do you mean, when do I reference what it's doing at the open? I'm not sure I understand your question. You gotta help me, I'm a little slow. Oh, don't need that chart. I'm a slow roller. I'm from the South. We ride low and slow. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Is I just have to remember until I can figure out why it's not streaming to y'all, but it's streaming everywhere else. I'm just gonna use, a line here. Why would I be offended? I don't think I would be offended. Offend. I don't like Roku's. I don't like the way it's trading today. I don't too much like Roku today.
EC,
Yeah, Vince, it's something because the pointer works on everything but when I stream it to the to my into the chat room. So I have to remember to draw a line where I can point to where I'm going. Matter of fact, let me draw one on here.
EC,
ZM has come off the bottom something fierce. Oh no, I'm not going to do that. Trend line. What color do I want to make it to differentiate? There we go. That's nice.
EC,
I think BA might be stuck in a rut today. It seems to be stuck in a big rut. It's got the 100 and the 200. It's got to work through, and it's just not doing it. Probably just done this yesterday.
EGSX,
All right, guys. Well, this morning, I don't think we're going to get anything moving until after lunch today again. But unlike the previous couple of days, I'm going to, I haven't broken myself across the rack. So I'll be able to be engaged and take advantage of some of any moves that happen after lunch. I was thinking BA would come back, but you got to see. You see right here, you've got the 100, the orange line. You got the 200. Even though the 9 and the 20 here is pushing up, you've got the all of that resistance up there that's going to kill it. And the 100 and the 200 are pretty strong. So yesterday it sold out pretty easy. It's so much easier for a stock to go down than up. It's so much easier. But it's my lunchtime. I got to get ready for, let me see, mentor sessions here. What's the day? The 2nd? Yep, 11:30. Got to get ready for a mentor session. But I'm going to keep my eye on BA. I think it's the only one that I think has the potential to give me the best moves. ZM is not the easiest of traders to work with. BA, you just have to be patient. Just have to be patient. And then we could go from there. How do you book mentor sessions? That's a good question. And I will answer it. I'll go through the process here before I take off. But let me hang on 1 second. All right, so you guys hanging out on YouTube today, I appreciate you stopping by. We'll try to do this again next week. Today just wasn't a good day for the price action, and I couldn't. My platform was just foobar, which made it difficult to get good entries and all of that. But we'll come back next week. We'll try it again next week since we didn't have such a good day today. It was a little bit boring. Some excitement, but a little bit boring. But I'll announce this again one day next week, maybe Tuesday, and we'll see where we can go. So you guys have a great rest of the day, and I'll catch you next time.